You guys can go into your session recap.
Oh boy. We all got back together. We got the gang back together. We cured after some shenanigans with Roland, we cured Roland's curse. And we all met up. And we went through Ilaria's belongings because Cassandra was really concerned about the eye. And we found new pages in her diary, which were the names of her previous students. And that was sealed with blood magic. I remembered that Cassandra remembered that her mom's name is Jamizla, which is important, but that name was not in the list of students, though she thought it would be. Famous people were Marigold the Brave and Bluton Buttertree. And we got a side quest from Galana to deliver a quarterstaff to a guy named Here at Crosshammers in Duras. And that's kind of the direction that we're heading. But first, we want to check out the heart tree. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that was
through a random happenstance when Roland was still cursed, he was casting detect magic everywhere. And just FYI, there's lots of random magical items in the town, including at Bilbil's and at Hinger's Hammer and the Rowdy Room, but I don't think any of that is plot relevant at this time necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah, yet.
The priest also has a secret room, which I think everyone had some thoughts about what that meant for her.
Did we?
Really good at tying people up. Yeah.
Yep. Secret rooms. Yeah. Just makes sense. Yeah. That was it.
I wrote down Tarvik had a dream. I wrote down Roland gave the scribe mirror to Tarvik. And something about Tarvik having a cloth that he didn't answer where he got it.
Yeah, that was. I think I told you at least it was one of the necromancers. At least I thought, but I didn't get a location from that. I mostly just got a. Seems like he's doing some sort of ritual sacrificing of some sort in a very dark room.
And he had some red on him, like the red and black robes that we fought for the necromancer. We couldn't confirm what the symbol was, but it seems like it's the same troop of necromancers. I don't know if that's what you would call them, a troop. Cult, I guess.
Yeah, cult's probably accurate.
It makes him sound more friendly when you say troop.
Yeah.
They're just like
they're just some entertainers.
Troop. Yeah, it's like their name.
Yeah. They're just a traveling cart, you know.
Right.
Bobo over there is the gesture, and he just runs around and stabs people for fun.
It's like one of those dark circuses. Now I want that necromancer group. Alright, yeah, I think that was it. Oh, and you did do the scry, but yeah, you didn't see.
Yeah, I just didn't get a location. I think that's the key. Like, that's what I was looking for, but we didn't really get that, so we're going with a mission to move a little bit farther south after visiting the heart tree.
Yeah, Cassandra wants to try the tree because of the message in her journal says something like, leave your, don't go far and give your life to love. And the tree had a heart around it in the map. And she's thinking like blood magic with the tree is how we get the eye.
Fair enough, yeah.
All right.
And Jimothy got a long rest after staying up all night.
Yeah, that was fun. Just out of curiosity, who has the Eyes of Charming and who has the Ring of Swimming? They're out of my inventory, and I'm just curious who's holding on to them.
Sandra has the Eyes of Charming. I think we probably left the ring because Vita didn't give it out.
Yeah, most of the stuff was on the table.
I think we shouldn't leave it on the table. don't know. Maybe we can RP that if y'all want, but I feel like we should take our shit with us.
let me. So what all are the magic items that are sitting on the table?
Sounds like the ring of swimming. There is also the Emerald Elemental Gem, which I thought Roland had, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe that's on the table too. I think that's it. Tarvik has the scrying mirror, and
Okay. If the only thing that's on the table is the ring of swimming, and wasn't there like another like ring that never tarnishes? Am I making that up?
No,
It
you're right.
exists.
Okay.
maybe I just didn't write that one down because it was so simple.
Yeah, but we could sell it.
It's in the Discord.
Well,
chat
Rita
if you
is
wanna go
going to
back
pick
to
up
it.
the ring of swimming and just put it onto one of her horns.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you want the brass ring that never tarnishes as well? Put that
I
on your
do.
horn too?
I'm going to put that on my other horn.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so then.
Oh, that's better. I was feeling a little off balance.
Where's the trident right now? What do we do with that?
Someone has
Still
it.
wrapped up on my backpack. Just wrapped up and tied to my backpack.
Do we have a plan for that?
We were thinking someone in Duras might be able to keep it.
Oh.
I was thinking
Okay.
maybe the temple or a library or people that take care of magic stuff.
All right, well, let's jump into today's session then, shall we? So you guys are in your house, and you are just discussing in the parlor. That is where we left off.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah. Let's hurry up.
And we are leaving immediately from the tree to go to Duras, correct?
Yeah.
I think so.
Is there a problem?
No. Just want to make sure that everyone grabs everything.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, there's no option for horses, right? We've determined there's no horses in town. A while ago, I think. So we're just on foot for a little while from here to Duras.
Did we pick up the key from Hanger? There's a key for
Yes.
Tarvik.
Yeah, you would have gotten that, as well as the door having been installed.
Okay. Sweet.
Ow, he works fast.
Yeah, very impressive. And we asked Galana to keep an eye out for Sammy, I guess, and let him know that. I don't even know what we said. Like the worst guardians, you guys. That poor child.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened to him.
Yeah, I'm good. If we want to go, we can go.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way out of town, and you're going straight to the tree.
Yeah. Looking
Alright,
out for
so-
Sammy
All right.
or enemies.
Tell me your marching order, please.
Middle.
Yeah, middle.
I don't know where we're going, so I'll take the end.
Cassandra will lead.
All right, Cassandra taking point. Go ahead and make a. What are you doing? Are you trying to navigate to the tree, or are you looking for Sammy? Or are you doing both?
I think I would be more looking if someone else wants to navigate.
I will lead us to the tree.
Great idea.
All right, so Rita, you kind
I
of
think I
push
have the
your way
lowest.
forward.
No, okay, my wisdom's not too bad.
Rita, you can go ahead and just make a survival check for me, and then Cassandra, make a perception check for me as you're looking for Sammy. Fantastic.
Great start.
Get them out of the way. Get them out of the way. So you guys have been to the tree, and that area I believe you guys have heard of as being called Point Peak. And so you guys make your way towards over there. You see creatures, Rita, or I should say you see footprints of creatures as you're trying to make your way and make your group unseen while you're traveling. You see, little tracks here and there. You hear noises in some of the distant trees and brush that kind of filter along the landscape. And you continue and make your way traveling. If you guys want to have any discussions at this point, feel free. Otherwise, we can just continue on.
So Tarvik, what happened to your daughter? Tarvik?
Yep.
What happened with your daughter? What's she up to?
I don't know. I'd rather not talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. How about Roland? How's your family doing? Have you been keeping in touch?
Yeah, they seem well. My family lives in Duras. So.
Did you want
Are
to
you
check in with
are you looking forward to seeing them?
Yeah.
Of course. They're, yeah. Duras wasn't the best place for me, but my family were always... I like them. They're good people. As you all know right now, in real life, I am skimming back through my my notes on what I wrote for my backstory, because I cannot fully remember what all's happening.
No.
Your mom was a painter.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I do have a sister. I have a sister. My sister's name is, they're all moon elves. They live in Duras. Her name's Amber Lynn. And I didn't write a whole lot about
We're just
her.
attributing this to the many blows that you have taken during battle.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Y'all can translate this into Roland's voice. Yeah. Her name's Amber Lynn. She's a cleric. She does good work. She works with children, I believe.
Oh.
Last I heard, she was working with some orphans in Duras.
It's nice.
I'm actually interested in talking to my mother and father about that painting in the house, the one that had the visions and the voice. I haven't heard a voice
Has
in a
he
few
been
days.
talking to you? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which is, I think, a good sign. Yeah. In
For
general.
sure. I always knew you weren't crazy.
I've not been convinced of that quite yet, but I appreciate the sentiment.
No, you're the logical one of the group. I guess maybe Tarvik's also logical, though.
Jarvik's
like-
just staring down a little bit, just like hears his name and looks up.
I feel like I might warn you. My mother is a bit strange. I don't know. I suppose we're all a bit strange. It probably won't be too weird, but I just thought you should know before we meet them.
That's enticing. I'm excited to meet her.
She's... Don't get me wrong, she's a very talented artist, just perhaps a bit, vibrant.
Like Rita?
You know, actually, yeah. She has more secrets to her. Rita's pretty, I think what you see is what you get. But A bit like Rita, yeah, with a little bit of wildness and boldness to her, I guess.
Where do you get your bookishness from? From both of them?
My father's very intelligent, for sure, very hardworking. But no, I worked for a very long time at a library in Duras and found a love for books and knowledge there. We might go there, potentially. I didn't leave on the best of terms, but the curator of the library might be able to help us with that trident if she is agreeable. Maybe. We'll just have to see.
What about you, Rita? You know anyone in Duras?
Oh no, no, no.
Insight
Can I
check.
insight that?
Go for it. Rita, you can decide.
I mean, I didn't mean to sound suspicious. I mean, Roland, with your 12, you just don't trust anything that Rita has, Rita is ever going to say ever again. Cassandra, I don't know. I have no role that I need to make. I don't think.
No, you just decide what you think. Alright, cool.
Rita just seems like she seems like she was sort of. This is kind of better. Rita seems like she was sort of just off, like daydreaming. When you said that, and you sort of like just snapped her back. Concerning because she's supposed to be like navigating the group.
Oh, that is true. You must be really focused on the navigation, Rita.
Oh, yeah, I was, yeah, I was looking at the horizon and seeing where we were going.
Yep, I believe you. You got this, Rita.
Did you ever live in Duras, Rita?
Oh no, I've actually never been to like a city like that before.
Really? No big city? Like, were you like
No, I mean-
intentionally avoiding them, or just you've always been like?
Well, I mean, like growing up, I didn't get to go out all that much, but I'm from like a small town, and um, I haven't really been all over the place. Other than where I'm from in Parabor, the only other village that I've really spent any time in was Thunder Tree, which is where Lydia showed up and pillaged, and I met her. Um, but no, I've never really been to a big city before.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna meet so many cool people, and there's so many diverse people. It's really cool. You'll like it.
As you guys are having this discussion, Rita, you're kind of trying to make sure that you're not following these tracks that you've been seeing. And in doing so, in focusing so much on these tracks you were trying to avoid, you've missed another set of tracks that you should have also been avoiding. As you guys are coming along and just talking, paying no mind, trusting Rita as she navigates you through, you guys immediately in front of you see a form that looks very similar to some things that you fought before, that being a bugbear and some goblins ahead of you. And as you guys are talking, not being quiet at all, and they see you, they just kind of turn to you, and then they just start picking up their weapons. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Yeah, that's a good roll. I always forget that I also have to roll initiative. Oh, goodness.
Point of order in this.
Yes.
Was there a rest? Did Roland have a rest between the time we left and I guess the middle of night before that? Probably not. This is still the same day, right? That he was cured?
Oh, well, you had a trance, didn't you? During...
Yeah, I had like a 2 a.m. woke up
trance?
from my trance. It's
Yeah.
just a question, is this the same day or not, I guess?
Yeah, it is. You had a short rest, but you didn't do a full trance.
Okay. Good to know. Alright.
Alright, hold on. I am rolling on my end as well. How about Roland? Go first.
Do they look aggressive?
They're picking up their weapons as they see you approach.
Yeah, they're evil creatures. I'm going to firebolt at the bugbear.
Alright.
Where's my... 15?
Hold on. Sorry. Oh. My computer's doing this weird thing where I'm trying to adjust the size of the stats, but it's not letting me click out of it for some reason. 15 misses. So as you kind of shoot out in surprise at seeing the group in front of you so suddenly, you shoot out and it just goes right by the head. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna shout out at, you all don't want to mess with us, and then I am going to... Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much stay where I am.
Alright.
I'll move here. No, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm actually good where I am.
Okay. And next up we have Tarvik.
He's still away? Oh no, he rolled initiative.
I'm muted.
Adam.
Yep, that was it. I was just muted.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're not at this point. They are just reaching for their weapons. They are not actively attacking us.
Correct.
Okay. So at this point, I'm just gonna lean forward and whisper to most likely Rita, because I feel like Rita's the best with conversation. You'd be like, I don't feel like they're necessarily wanting to attack. Maybe see if you can just have a conversation with them instead. And I will just move to like here, and I will say if any of these guys with swords or clubs start charging, I will just hold my action to Sacred Flame at them.
Sacred Flame, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Toll the Dead. I don't have Sacred Flame on this one.
Alright, Toll the Dead. Alright.
Yes.
Remember that. And that is your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, then we go to Cassandra.
Your guy roll a 15?
Oh, that's weird. It didn't do descending order. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just noticing that.
Oh my god, guys. I wish you could see my screen right now because it is driving me insane. I'm like just trying to adjust this stupid thing and it won't let me freaking click out of it. It's being so dumb right now. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Hold on. Let's redo the descending. Okay.
Take your time.
This thing is
There it
like
goes.
my entire screen. It's horrible. Oh my god. Alright. Interesting enough because it got a thing buzzed by. It's some type of magic buzzed by its head. It is going to rush up here. Let's see, who? Probably the first person. So I think, yeah, I think it just gets to you, Rita. It's gonna come to you, and it is going to try and attack you.
Would my Toll the Dead go off at that
It
point?
would. Roll it.
Right.
Oh, I have to save
Yep.
for it.
Yeah, it's a
no
save.
wisdom.
DC 14 whiz. And it's the
fails.
D8s because it has not. Okay, so it's
Correct.
7
It has not
necrotic
taken
damage.
any damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So as it rushes towards with an aggressive nature, it kind of rings its head backward as it kind of pushes one hand against the side of its head and kind of grimacing in pain. As it does, though, it leans forward and swings wide, Rita. But you know that attack was meant for you. As it just... And that ends its turn. Cassandra.
It's reach, I guess, because it's like one away from Rita. Alright, I'm gonna go to its backside. I will stabby stab without sneak attack.
You have sneak attack. Roland is within 5 feet of it.
What?
What?
No, you're
I'm
within
not.
it's
5
not
feet
within.
of it.
Back here.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Are you okay over there?
Sorry, no, yeah, I saw Roland over here in the square.
Oh,
Oh, that
yeah, they
is-
moved up there for a second and then moved back, but
Oh,
your
that's
screen must
weird.
not have refreshed.
I did not
And
touch your
I also
buttons.
see the bugbear like a square away from me, so that's odd.
Oh,
It
maybe-
is, right?
Oh, maybe I didn't move him up as much as I thought I did.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
That might have just been me not placing the token right.
Then I do get sneak attack.
You do.
Alright.
Mhm.
Well, if I hit. Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Alright. 19 damage.
Very good. You see
Right in the
the
shoulder.
bugbear just spurt blood in front of your face, Rita, just smattering you across the face as it takes the impact from Cassandra's sword.
Alright, and then I'll go for the kidney. Ooh, 21.
For sure.
I don't get
4.
the sneak on the second one. So.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
And as you do, you describe it to me.
Yeah, I wanted to get it like right into the kidney and like have it like do it like a big twist of it
Mm-hmm.
and pull it out.
Ooh, very nice. So you strike into it and do a little twist. And again, Rita, there's a little bit of blood that spurts out onto kind of like your middle section of your body. And as it twists and then Cassandra pulls the sword back, you see the bugbear just standing in front of you with its club hanging above your head, Rita, as its eyes just stare and it starts to fade and you can see the life gone from its body as the body tenses there for a moment and then all of a sudden drops at your feet.
When I see that Rita has blood all over her, I'll be like, "Oh, sorry, Rita."
All right, and with that, Rita.
Okay, I'm gonna take Tarvik's suggestion and take advantage of the fact that I'm just covered in blood right now to try to intimidate these goblins. So I'm gonna step forward,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just sort of yell out at them. You picked the wrong group to ambush. This is your last chance to run.
Go ahead and roll for me. It wasn't going to be very hard anyway, but go ahead, let me know if you want to do anything else, like movement or anything.
No, that's it.
Okay. As you go ahead and shout this with just the remnants of the bugbear that was smeared across your face and your torso, you see the three goblins just start shaking, and they're not moving for a second, and then all of them just go in unison, and then they just turn around and they start running away. So they are going to use double movement below and try and run. And as they are trying to run, Roland, what would you like to do?
I'm not going to do anything if they're running away.
Yep. They're making their way. Great, so Roland doing nothing.
I'll hold a firebolt for if one like attacks my friends, but other
Okay.
than that, I'm not doing anything.
Alright, Torvik?
Yeah, just kind of the same. I will just move up to like here-ish and just say if they get range within a Toll the Dead, or like they turn around and start coming this way, I will hit them with a Toll the Dead. Otherwise, no attack.
Okay. Cassandra and Rita.
Sandra will just put some water on like a rag and start like wiping the blood off of Rita's cheeks.
Rita will allow this to happen.
Okay. The goblins continue screaming and just running away from you as fast as possible as we have ended combat. You can still hear the faint, distant shrieks of them as they continue running away.
Oh, Rita, were you looking for a fight? You led us right to him.
Well, there was a set of footprints that I was like trying to avoid, which I feel like we just like kept intersecting, and then I just totally missed like that we were like walking up behind these goblins. I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe someone else should like do the navigating.
All right. Will you look out for Sammy?
Yeah. I'll look out for Sammy.
Okay. I will try the navigation, though I'm not also skilled in it.
Oh, go ahead.
I think at this point,
Alright.
Perfect might speak up and just be like, who is Sammy? I don't know a Sammy.
Oh, so Sammy was also trying to be Ilaria's student. He's a little boy, and he knocked on our door one day, and we had to tell him that Ilaria was gone. And we had him stay at the temple, but he didn't want to stay at the temple. Instead he followed us around as we went around the Vale, adventuring, um, doing a mission for like a last mission for Ilaria from her will. And there was a point where we got into some trouble, but Sammy was safe and he hid, and we got split up. And we we've been looking for him ever since, and I just haven't found any clues.
Hmm.
Did you see any little boys on your travels?
Yes, I saw many children. There are many children in many towns.
The blonde hair little boys.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've seen many children with blonde hair. That is very correct.
This would specifically have been within the 2 days before you got to Parabor.
All right. Did I see any children with blonde hair? In the
He would
2
be wearing a
days.
crossbow and shitty leather, I think.
You would have seen not with the armor that you had talked about, but you did see some blonde boys in that town that you ended up in accidentally. If you know what town I'm talking about. In Andalurk.
I don't, but if you want to DM me, so I remember. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I would just say yes. I guess I've seen boys like that. I am not sure I can go past that, and I wasn't aware that any of them were named Sammy or not.
Well, if you see one going forward, we are looking for him. Because we feel a little responsible.
How
Gotcha.
good are you at navigating?
I would describe myself as okay, but not skilled. If I had to sum
What
it
if I
up,
helped you?
if I had to put it as a number value, I would put it at like maybe a 3.
Oh, the
I
best
think
in the
that's
group.
better than not any of us. Maybe not Cassandra, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is.
I feel like
I'm
if we had
assuming.
to put a number to us, I might be a 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I could.
I'll help you. I know where the tree is, but if you could like look for tracks and make sure we don't get into trouble again.
Okay. I can. I will take the lead then, if you are okay with that, Cassandra.
Can
Uh,
I keep an eye out to maybe look for those goblins coming back or something like that
Yeah,
as we walk?
absolutely. You can make a perception check for me as you keep an eye out. you more so using your ears to listen. You hear the distant shrieking fading. Very distant.
Good sign.
All right, so who is continuing on to kind of take a look? It was Cassandra?
Cassandra's gonna help Tarvik. She's gonna be like guide him to where the tree is, and he's gonna like help make sure that we don't run into monsters.
mm-hmm.
Right, so I will say because Tarvik doesn't necessarily know where he's going, he can't be the one with advantage. But I will give you advantage is if Tarvik is next to you, kind of guiding you, oh, you want to look out for this, and oh, you want to do this, you want to do this differently.
Mm.
Just
Alright.
because he doesn't know the actual location.
Yeah.
Hey,
Didn't
didn't
even
even need
need
it. Didn't even need it. There we go. All right, so as you continue walking, you do see some other tracks of miscellaneous creatures, animals, whatever it may be, and you deftly avoid them thanks to Tarvik kind of pointing things out and your own knowledge, just making your way. He kind of just fades into the background. He's just kind of mumbling, and you're just honed in, making sure that you are going left, going right, making sure that you aren't intersecting any more footprints or steps. And so you eventually make your way to a very similar location that I am going to pull up in just a moment. Ooh, there might be some... Well, we'll see. I may not have touched this since the last time. We'll see together.
But yeah, there's a map maker.
You're at the cliff, the edge of the cliff, where you remember there was a little bit of a twist and turn in order to go up to the mountain itself.
I slow down Tarvik and I say, we encountered some orcs here before. Maybe we should sneak.
Yes, I feel like that is a good idea.
Okay. All right, everyone, we're gonna sneak.
Tarvik,
for
if
the
you
rest
want
of
to
the way.
drag yourself onto the map. I don't think I have your token.
Yes,
on here.
I can do that. Down there. There we are.
There you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead of you guys a bit. I'm gonna sneak first.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Oof.
How far back do you want us to stay?
Hello. Try and sneak.
I didn't actually hear what you said.
Sneak.
That's because she's sneaking.
Okay. Should we just stay here then? Should we sneak
Let's just
behind
like
her?
creep behind her.
Okay, we're gonna creep behind her.
Cassandra, I would also like you to make a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Great. You can continue. As you are making your way around this corner, you're keeping your eyes and ears open, but what hits you is the smell. it hits you like a wall as soon as you round this corner. You're almost tasting in the back of your throat rotting flesh as you see the body, no head, of what appears to be a decomposing corpse of an orc.
Oh no. I grab a rag and like wrap it around my head to like a face mask.
It just gets
You
stronger the
on.
closer that you get to it.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Come sneak with us.
Oh, okay. We'll continue on.
Who is
As
sneaking?
Sophia
Roll
is
stealth. And Rita,
I'm
as
rolling a
soon as you get to
disadvantage.
this corner, the smell hits you like a wall as well as you approach the steps. Just rotting flesh. It is gruesome.
Are you wearing full plate, Target?
yeah, I
With the heavy
am.
armor?
So that's my disadvantage, unfortunately.
Yeah, Roland, same to you. And Tarvik, as soon as you get the stairs, it is just smack dab right in your face.
I'm gonna whisper to Tarvik.
And oh, go
You
ahead.
might have done that. We were collecting the heads for a bounty.
Maybe we should have done a prayer.
Did you not bury the body? Or properly dispose of it?
Thunder's thinking about that right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
And
probably
to
should've
Rita
done
and
that.
Cassandra, it is the worst because you guys are just near that top portion where all of the bodies are. It is rank, like the worst smell you can imagine. Just all of these bodies decomposing. You see little crows.
This is the trail up to the mountain up this way, right?
I think they connect.
Oh, okay.
I don't like y'all. I can't see y'all.
Lose Tarvik.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm following
Alright.
the slow trail.
Are we still sneaking at this point?
I guess we're good.
Okay. Yeah, I feel kind of bad. Should we do something about the bodies?
What time of day is it? I want to be up there during daytime.
It is a bright afternoon right now.
We have to come back down this way too, so.
Yeah, let's bury them on the way down. All right. So I guess I'll navigate our way up to the tree.
All right. By the way, this travel took you roughly, give or take, around 4 hours to do.
Okay.
So as you reach here, it is a very bright mid-afternoon. And so you are making your way making your way downtown.
I think it was up this way, right?
All right, here and here. Let me just change the page for you guys. God, I have so many things. I think this is the right one. No, this is not the right one. I apologize.
I remember this one.
Right?
It's not something that we shouldn't be seeing, so that's good.
No, this is old one.
Oh,
Sorry.
I just remembered that time we encountered Lydia on the mountain.
Here we go.
Weird memories.
Yeah. Weird. Somehow Tarvik,
You weren't even
also
there,
got pulled into
Tarvik.
this.
Yeah, Tarvik also sees the flashbacks and it freaks him out.
It's the smell. It's making you guys see things. It's so blinding. Alright, so you guys are on this mountainside. You remember it was roughly an hour or so to make your way up. All of you, please make... Let's do acrobatics check. As you maneuver your way over the precipice of the path ahead of you.
Rolling low today.
Whoa.
Should be that 20.
Wow, Vita,
Oh.
doing all these nat 20s.
Okay.
I feel like the last 3 sessions have been very high rolls for you. Alright,
You're just the lucky one in the group.
yeah. all of you guys are making your way up, and it does become a very steep climb throughout. There's some little precarious points here and there. Cassandra, your foot slips accidentally because being as skilled as you are, you're just taking this road very casually. And so your foot slipped a little bit, but no biggie. You just caught yourself. It wasn't any life or death situation. As you guys continue to make your ways upward, traveling, the wind starting to blow through your hair as you go higher and higher in elevation. Your ears pop. And then you start to see the opening. The three of you being familiar with this site. Old tokens. So I'll say you guys are back here. Tarvik, if you can put yourself onto the map.
Yeah, there we go.
There. You guys see this beautiful tree. And
There it
right
is.
now, you guys are about the month of, I'd say, Uktar at this point. You're approaching Uktar, which is our equivalent of November. And so it is cold. You see some snow on the ground. But this tree very much stands out from this landscape. It is a bright green as you saw it before, not changing. And
I'm gonna start actually casting Detect Magic.
all right.
10 minutes.
And what else are you guys doing?
We gotta carve Tarvik into the tree.
Hmm?
You're in the
What?
group now.
What? Oh, what? Why do I have to carve into the tree? What did the tree do?
The tree, if you carve your name into it, it bonds you guys forever. Like friends.
Oh, uh, okay. We did just meet, 30 hours ago or so now, and most of that was chasing and or cleaning up a certain party member's curse and or urine.
Yes, sure, but you also saved our lives and you cured Roland's curse, and we're on this mission together that could save the world.
Hot and arrow together.
Mm-hmm.
I will say at Save the World, I think there's a little bit of like an eye roll from Tarvik. But otherwise be like, okay, I'll carve my name into the tree, I guess.
The
I think we just
wind
did
is blowing
initials,
very
right?
loudly up here, by the way.
Mhm.
It's very
So we're like
risky.
yelling.
Yeah.
Did we just do initials?
Rita,
We
what'd you
did.
do?
Yeah, we did initials. We did I carved in R plus K plus C plus R.
Okay. So just a plus T.
Plus T. Gotcha.
Yeah, plus T.
Hmm.
Did
Here's a
we
great.
bury something up here?
Hey, what's this?
So much has happened.
I know. I was actually trying to remember what exactly that was myself.
I remember something like that. Pull up my way back in the,
I'm looking through
one
my
of the first
notes.
things we
It
did.
was a little ways back. Oh man.
I don't have any notes for
I
it,
don't
so I
know.
guess
I might
it
have
wasn't
something in my
important.
digital notes. I have two versions of notes. I have like my in-session notes that I write on paper, and then I have like my digital notes where I write after the session of main things. So let me check the digital. I don't see anything on my paper. Well, you guys can continue talking.
Uh, so you want me to carve my name in the tree or
Yeah.
initial? Okay.
Let's do it.
Here's a good question. I'll start approaching the tree at this point, I guess. I'm assuming we're just kind of slowly walking along towards the tree at this point. Like
I'll
how?
escort you.
I don't think I have a dagger on me. I think the only thing I have that could cut would be a great axe, and I don't. I mean, I can definitely do a plus and a T with a great axe, but I feel like it's going to be pretty big.
I have a dagger here.
Okay, I'll just if you're all right, I'll borrow that
Yeah.
and
I have a
carve.
couple.
Yeah, try my best to carve a T, a plus T next to everyone else's.
All right. Yeah, I don't see anything in my notes. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Oh.
I have that you guys carved your initials with a
Mhm.
heart into it, but that's all I wrote for this.
Mhm.
I literally wrote in my notes, we find a tree on top of the mountain, the tree is warm, carve initials, 33 platinum for orcs.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
jump to that.
Yes. By the way, Tarvik, make just a general dex check as you go ahead and try and carve your name. But as you put your hands to it, the tree is warm, and it's very unusual. It has a sense of life to it that the surrounding doesn't bear similar. It is very unique in where it is, and there's no other living shrubbery or plant life around it that is like this. It almost seems magical in some way.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then dex check, you said.
Dex check, just as you're carving. Yeah, easily enough.
17.
Wasn't very hard. You right next to it, right next to where you see the R plus K plus C plus R, you add in a nice plus T. And you also see other initials. You also see Z plus R as well as A plus T carved into the tree.
We think the Z and R is Zara and Raylene from the bar, but never figured out what A plus T is.
Did we figure out why this tree is warm? Did you ever look into it?
We didn't. We weren't very powerful when we came here.
The people in town don't really know a lot about it, other than it's supposed to be a really good makeout spot.
Listen, Cassandra and
That's not
Rita.
why we brought you here.
Okay.
I don't know why my name wasn't included in that assumption, but like
you aren't currently near the tree. You're off over there. I assume that you're just like looking at a flower or something.
I am ritually casting a spell, thank you. I can still kind of hear you.
You done rolling?
Am I done?
Yeah, you can be done.
Takes 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll say within the 10 minutes, you guys are just kind of like dicking around each other, and just kind of like, oh, haha. So Roland, as you approach, you do sense magic. However, and it's very strange, you sense no school of magic. You just sense magic in its purest form, almost. It's very hard to describe. You're very used to what you've learned and what is known and what is written, and this is not that.
Is it very much like centered on the whole tree, including like its roots? Is it just one part of the tree?
Yes, it is from the stump, not the stump. Oh my god. Like the bark itself, as well as the leaves, just the entire tree.
Bark and leaves. I was just
trunk,
curious if I could like
stems, everything.
Get like an impression of how far the roots expand. Is it like a normal tree, or is the magic like expanding all through the mountain in like these vast root system or something like that?
You see it. You see some aura extending beyond a little bit from the base of the tree, but you can't see further than that. But the aura that you see is almost clear almost, if that makes any sense. It's sometimes you get hues when you see like the magic aura around it, and this is almost absent of it, but also concentrated at the same time. It's very strange for you to see. You have not encountered anything like this before.
I'll describe it to the group.
Arvik, can I have that dagger back?
Oh yes, I'll hand the dagger back over.
I cut open my palm and put my bloody hand on the tree next to my initial.
Okay. You're not sure if it's the blood on your hand that makes your hand feel warm, or the tree when you touch it, but your hand seems to just be warm when you touch it. It's a nice feeling almost.
Rita, Roland, do you want to try?
I'm just looking at her hand. Is it still like bleeding when she pulls away?
It is.
Yeah, sure. I'll nick my hand and do the same thing and see if anything happens.
It is the same feeling. Nothing extraneous happens.
I'm gonna try taking a leaf.
Okay. You pluck a leaf, and it seems like that warmth and that magic has faded from it. It appears to be a leaf in your hand.
Your life.
I'll say someone make an investigation check for me with advantage, as all of you are kind of looking at this.
I can do that. Go with that.
Well, you already have advantage.
Alright, so Roland, you are racking your brain. You are looking at every part of this tree. You're inspecting it thoroughly, especially with your detect magic up. It seems very much out of your grasp right now. There just doesn't seem to be any indication that, though there appears to be magic flowing in this tree, it doesn't seem like there can be anything done with it right now.
That's a video game message, very much. You need to come back later. I'll convey that to the group. Is there any signs that anyone else has been up here recently? Other than us a few days ago?
I'll say make another investigation check for me, because this is something a little bit different. Alright, well, or maybe not. Maybe it's the exact same thing. It does not appear. You take a very thorough glance around, and it seems like your footsteps have been the most recent ones.
Alright. Damn, I really thought that would work.
Maybe it will in the future. When we know more. I feel like last time we tried talking to the tree. I think I remember we did that.
You're
and
right.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, we did. Alright.
You ready to go back down, or do you want to stay for longer?
Yeah. No, I believe you. You know about this magic stuff better than I do.
I think it is important. I think your instincts are right. Right, we just don't have all the puzzle pieces yet. We need to find
Okay. Alright, let's go head down and bury those orcs. We don't have to deal with them
We'll
next
nod to
time.
that.
What was that, Tarbik?
I said just nod and start making our way back down the hill or mountain.
Does anyone have a shovel?
I do not.
That's a pretty question. Nope, I do not.
We could
Nope.
burn them?
Tervik, are you familiar with different burial rituals for different creatures and what's appropriate and not?
Not overly. Other religions aren't really my strong suit. I would just, I think some level of respect is appropriate, despite the fact that he will not be buried with a skull, it appears.
Like 20 of them down there. They're all missing their heads.
Yeah, we had to sell the heads for a bounty.
Collect the heads.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't know. Just toss them all in a pile and with their weapons and any of their belongings and make a big old bonfire.
do that. Probably be a lot easier, anyways, to than trying to bury him in the rocky cliffs.
Mm-hmm.
And we need a camp. Do we want to camp there? There's like a little camping spot there.
As far as we can. Whenever it's nightfall, we'll set up camp. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
I don't really want to camp on the mountain. I don't really want to camp by the snow. If we can help it.
All right, so I'll say you guys are kind of having this smattering of discussion on your way down. I would like everyone to go ahead and roll just another acrobatics check for me as you make your way down the mountainside.
As we go down, should we like tie each other to a rope or something? I mean, I don't know. It did seem kind of dangerous coming up this.
Yeah.
After everyone rolls. Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that after.
Oh my goodness, guys.
I'll say you guys would have had this discussion. I'll say you guys could have tied yourselves since Roland, you mentioned it just as Rita had rolled. So yeah, you guys can tie yourself as you want if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Would Rita have listened to reason?
Here's the thing, okay? Harvick and Rita are going for a tumble.
Yeah.
Cassandra and Roland, do you think you can hold us up?
I think that's the actual issue, right? Like,
I have Titans, right?
I mean, I feel like it's probably still better to like be together. I'd rather us all tumble down than like have to separate.
Then just jump off after us.
you could slowly descend instead of what's going to happen, which is Tarvik falls first, followed by everybody else.
Oh, maybe you all don't fall at the same time, though. Maybe it's just Tarvik and the other three of us can support you, and then Rita will fall later. We don't know what fate has in mind for these dice. Like,
that's fair.
If when presented with the rope, if you all thought it was like a bad idea early on because we can't support each other's weight, we don't have to do it. Like that'd be I mean.
No, I think Tarvik would at least want to, just because he knew that like on the way up, like he did fine, but like it's not his strong suit, like that kind of like little balance stuff.
I mean, you guys did see Cassandra slip for a second on the way up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Rita doesn't like ropes, I don't think so.
Not a good history.
Apparently.
At least not underwater.
But not.
I mean, I she knows she was being a brat.
Yeah. It's up to you guys. You tell me.
I'm fine with it. It's fine.
Yeah, I think we did the rope.
Okay,
Yep.
So you're all connected with each other.
Yes.
Okay, describe to me your connection. Like, is someone walking first? Well, you have to, just because of this narrow path. So let's just go with what's the marching order? Who's tied to who? In order.
Middle.
Alright, Roland in the middle.
Yes.
I mean,
would be in the
theoretically, I think we probably would want Tarvik in the back because he's going to be the anchor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Cassandra, Roland, Rita, Tarvik.
Roland, Rita, Tarvik.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So we're gonna have some rolls here to decide our fates. Tarvik,
Mm-hmm.
roll a dexterity, or you know what? No. First, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
This starts us. Okay.
Excellent.
Roll a
Yes,
strength
that's a good
saving
start.
throw.
That's a better one for me.
Okay.
19.
I'm writing how this goes down. Rita, make a dexterity saving throw. Well, hold on. Roland, make a strength saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, that happened.
Rita,
Oh no.
make a dexterity saving throw. Okay. Make a strength saving throw, Rita. Okay. And Cassandra, make a strength saving throw, please.
Use my DM inspiration.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, you have a mundane -1.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all so weak, guys.
Okay. Let me narrate this now. All right, Tarvik. All of you guys are walking down. You're having, again, your little discussions on what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to take a rest. And then, Tarvik, as you're kind of paying attention, your foot slips. And you think, oh, it's no big deal. And you try to kind of bring your foot up, but the ground that you were trying to hold yourself on slips. And there is rock falling, and you are on the edge of this pathway, this narrow pathway, and you start to veer off. You are just sliding down the mountain. You guys hear this rock crumbling behind you, and you hear Tarvik kind of go, oh, and you're sliding down. You're trying to get your balance, but you're just not able to. You are on the side of this mountain now, sliding down, and you just slam your hands into the mountain, and your hands are a little bloodied. You take 1 point of, we'll say, like bludgeoning-ish damage as your hands just slap onto the mountain, and you use the strength of your fingertips to kind of grip and slow your fall. And you are not completely off the side of the mountain or the path. You're actually pretty close to the path. You're about, like, I'll say, like, a foot away from the top of this path. But as you're kind of latched on, you see in front of you what happened to Rita, where she also slipped. And Roland, you kind of got tugged along as well. And though you guys are all tied together, and, you know, trying to help each other if one of you fell, Roland, you just didn't have the reflex and the strength to kind of pull and keep Rita at bay. And so you saw that she was slipping as well. Cassandra, you kind of got tugged at the very end, and so your feet firm and planted, you just stood your ground, and as you felt the rope that was slack before kind of tighten as Roland kind of got pulled into Rita and Tarvik falling. So Roland, you're kind of now being tugged and trying to hold on to Rita and not able to. Rita, you kind of lost your balance a little bit. But then somehow, with Tarvik holding on with his strength and you managing to balance yourself, you're on the ground, holding on with basically your hands as well as a foothold on the very side of the mountain as you somehow manage to wriggle your way even though you were slipping. All of you are in a very precarious position right now. Cassandra and Roland still having purchase below the ground. What are you guys doing?
How far? Oh, excuse me. Post that a little bit too soon. But how far away am I from Roland or from the other two, Rita and Roland, basically?
From Rita, you're about 3 feet, and Roland, you're probably away from Roland like 8 feet, give or take.
Okay.
Rough estimates.
8 feet. Okay. So I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't be able to catch all of them in definitely in the line, but I needed everyone to go the same direction. So my thought is, if I get gust of wind underneath me, like yeah, I'm gonna do it underneath me and try to catch Roland in it as well, and using that gust of wind to basically propel me up the side of the mountain, if that makes sense.
It's purchased right now, you said, right? He's not falling?
He's not falling. He has purchase on the, like, right at the end, like, just below the end of the path. But, just to give you a sense, like, you are, like, your hands are hurting, Tarvik, as you are just gripping the side here. Rita is kind of, like, half on, half off the path. She's on all fours. And Roland is just kind of, like, being tugged backwards by the tautness of the rope between him and Rita, and then Cassandra is there at the front, you know, on her 2 feet, standing, just kind of looking back at all of this.
Okay, so I get then what I'm trying to do with this is, if I'm trying to basically blast myself back onto the path proper, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Using this, because it will push me 15 feet. Basically.
Okay. There is a somatic component to this. Okay. So you're letting go a little bit, and you're casting this, and then you're doing something. Okay. Just you? Or...
and no one else is... Roland's not hanging off the end.
I just want to try crawling back up onto the path.
Okay. Rita, go ahead and make a strength or athletics for me. And Tarvik, you decide to cast this?
Yep, I will cast that.
Okay, so on just you, you go ahead and blast. Rita, yes, you are able to slowly crawl your way, kind of lugging your other half of your body back onto the path. As Tarvik, you kind of let go loosely. Rita, in the back of your mind, you panic a little bit as you notice the rope between you and Tarvik get a little bit more taut than it was. And then all of a sudden, it becomes lax. As Tarvik, you are once more on the path.
All right.
Tarvik, help me pull him up.
Right, I'm coming. Yeah, and I'll go and help in pulling up Rita, and getting everyone stable on their feet. Oh, hang on.
Olivia, are you there? I can't hear you.
I was about to say, I thought that was
Can
me.
you hear me now?
Hear you now.
Awesome. Okay. You guys let me know what you want to do. Woof, that could have gone bad.
Yeah. I think if we get everybody back on the path and calm down a little bit, we'll keep going, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. You guys make your way down. I'll say you get back to here. Again, another hour travel. Maybe a little bit more because you guys fell.
Alrighty. I guess we'll have to use, I don't know, a couple hours to gather up these orcs into like a clearing. As much of a clearing as we can find.
what do y'all think? Just one big pile, and then we're going to on fire so that their bodies can rest. Is that appropriate? I think?
That's about as best as we can do, I believe.
Well, I think
So this might
the
take
big
us
one,
until dark, right?
okay, the big one and the majority seem to be here, so maybe let's try to do it here.
It is
Okay.
smelly,
There's a
guys.
bunch over here. Yeah, I'm gonna put the face cloth around my head again, and put like a little bit of spritz of Ilaria's perfume on the cloth.
What is
That's
everyone's
okay.
constitution modifier?
Ooh boy.
2.
2.
3.
Okay, you guys are good.
All right. All right, so we're gonna make a big pile. Make sure there's no like brush around the pile, so it's not like a huge brush fire.
Oh yeah, and this fire is out. Yeah, it was just joking.
Okay. So I guess we'll drag them here, and then.
All right, I'll say with time you guys can drag it. The bigger orc that was the orc chief is heavy. So I'll say, it takes a couple of you guys, or Tarvik, probably just himself, to make sure you guys can, pull him, because he was very big.
Right. And then I guess I have a flask of oil, so I can use one of those. I have a few. I'll use one to like cover them in oil. And I don't know, did anyone speak Orcish?
I do not.
Yeah. Tarvik, the half orc, looks at his hand and says, "Yes, I'm a little bit familiar with the language."
Would you like to say some words for them?
I guess. And I will.
They fought well.
Okay. I only really know the Talos tradition, but I'm sure it will probably translate just fine. And I'll say some stuff in Orcish, which no one else can speak, correct?
Correct.
All right,
Right.
yeah, then I just say some stuff in Orcish.
All right. Cassandra's like nodding along with you, like.
Joke's on you. I'm actually just saying peas and carrots over and over again in Orcish.
Boots and cats
Watermelon,
and boots and cats.
Yeah.
Did he say that already? Oh well.
Such a strange language. It just repeats the same sort of syllables over and over again.
There's just so much subtlety to it. The untrained ear can't hear the difference, but...
I see.
Alright, you guys are doing this. Roland. You hear Tarvik, and he's muttering whatever he's muttering in Orcish, and the sound starts to fade a little bit. It's weird. You kind of shake your head a little bit, thinking you're just not concentrating on her enough. But it's odd. It's faded. And then this voice, a familiar voice, creeps into your mind. Oh, Roro. Back to this place? You actually died here. Can you believe that?
I did die here.
Oh, no.
Talk in my head. Not
Oh, Ro. You didn't die here. You died here. But with my help, I resurrected you. Now, that's a very large favor. Wouldn't you think?
Why did you do that? What good is a favor from me, huh?
And you're saying this in your head?
In my head.
Okay, you don't hear a response.
I talk out loud, like a crazy person. I say, what do you want for your favor?
don't hear anything. You guys all hear Roland mention this.
Are favors normal for orc funerals?
No. Voice talking to my head.
Oh, he's back, eh?
Yeah. This is where I died, you know.
Again, their responses kind of fade, and Roland, to the right of you, right by your ear, you hear a whisper. Well, we can look forward to future discussions, Rolo. After all, I am a friend.
They're very one-sided. Can I, turn? I want to
Yeah.
try to...
Make a... Let's do... speed. How about make just a dexterity check for me as you turn around very rapidly. You whip your head around. You don't see anything.
I cannot believe that you get anything out of these conversations. I don't like that voice. And I'll turn back to the group.
Did you say that out loud or in your head?
I say it out loud.
Okay.
I'm sorry for interrupting, Tarvik.
No, it is fine. I'm not exactly sure how great of a job I am doing with this anyway. Where was I?
More
Was
peas
it,
and cares.
You're
Did I
about
get to the
the
part-
fifth syllable into what you think you're repeating.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just start from the beginning then.
Cassandra's eyes just glaze over, like, totally bored now.
And I will say out of character. Like Tarvik's probably saying some stuff about like, let the seas take their body and, let their bodies bring new life or something like that. It's stuff that doesn't make sense when we're burning stuff on the side of a mountain, but like
Mhm.
it's more symbolic than anything else.
Yeah. Okay. How long does that take us?
Like half an hour, maybe. Maybe an hour.
Are we still a few hours from dark?
Yep. Couple hours.
Okay. I guess on the way to Duras.
You guys are
Turn
feeling
on
kind of
the
hungry,
Other clue.
actually.
Oh yeah.
Go
Oh,
make
geez,
camp.
barbecue.
Let's walk away from this place a little bit. I don't want to stay
Yeah.
here, and we'll make
Mhm.
camp and get some food and sleep for the night. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, back down the mountain.
Rita, you're being quiet. How do you feel about the funeral for the orcs?
I don't know. We when we came here, it was really just to kill them and get a bounty. And I mean, we needed that money. We needed that money to get into the vault, but
When they were attacking the town, right? And
yeah, I mean, well, were they attacking the town? I think they had just been spotted, and there were already like a ton of dead orcs up here anyway. It just
they were attacking the town.
it,
I don't
it just
know.
feels insincere to me to come back after all this time with after leaving them out here and putting them through a service. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it is weird for sure.
Funerals aren't for the dead. They're for the living. Make us feel better. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we just didn't know the consequences of our actions until we smelt them.
think Tarvik's rubbing off on us, giving us a new perspective.
Oh, yes. Maybe that is. Either way, we should get down from the mountain and try to make camp.
Yep. Lead the way, Tarvik. To Duras.
Oh, I'm okay. I think we're just gonna camp here or down at the end of the mountain tonight. I don't think we're going to Duras tonight necessarily.
Down the mountain towards the direction of Duras.
Oh, okay.
Go find us a good camping spot, Tarvik.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start looking around for camping spots.
Okay.
Despite being the one who's been on this mountain the least number of times.
You probably will find a better spot, not on this like hard rocky area of the side of the mountain. So you're probably at the base of the mountain, kind of where there's more grass, some tree coverage is probably where you'll find. Go ahead and just roll me a survival.
Would anyone be helping me with that, or is that just on me?
I don't know. You tell me.
I mean,
You
last
guys
time we
helping?
couldn't give him advantage. Can we now?
Well, you can give him advantage now because you're not going to a specific location. You're just trying to search for the best spot.
Sure, I'll help him look for a good spot to
All
see.
right,
Okay.
with advantage.
Oh man, look at those
Oh.
high rolls I'm getting.
All right.
Oh, no.
Actually, you probably think it's better on the side of the rocky mountain where you can see things if they come towards you. Who cares if they can see you too? You can see them, and so you guys are gonna.
I have a tent. I'll be plenty warm.
you guys camp at the very base here. And I'll say this is where we can take a little break. So how about like 10 minutes or so? And we can pick off where we left off. But right before, because we didn't cover this before, it is a good thing that you guys decided to do ropes.
Yeah, would that have gone worse if we had it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad Rita didn't brat out again. No, I enjoy the bratting.
Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry guys. You guys are just camping out?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Keep watching and stuff.
Yep.
Who are you guys doing shifts or what?
So if we're gonna get ready to hunker down, maybe I could try sending to Sammy just to,
Oh
ask him
my
if he's
god,
still alive.
yes. Please.
I mean, I'm a little bit worried that Sammy wasn't who he, was meant to be. And, there's that weird bit of changing footprints outside of the vault the night that we opened it. So I don't really want to tell him where we are or what we're doing, but I can just sort of, ask him to let us know if he's safe. Does that sound right to you guys?
Yeah, let us know he's safe and where he is.
Yeah.
And we'll come get him.
Okay.
I feel like even if Sammy is pretending to be someone else, like we can deal with that at the time. Like we can meet back up with them and figure that out, kind of a thing. So, I think priority is just getting them reunited with us.
Reunited and it feels so good. Sorry. Alright, so you're gonna cast Sending, Rita?
Yeah, I'm just
Alright.
thinking a little bit about what I'm actually gonna say.
Okay, yeah. You guys can talk to each other RP while Rita kind of thinks about this if you want. Let me know what you're doing in terms of, like, are you doing shifts? Who's going first, second?
If y'all don't mind,
Yeah,
I
we
kind
should
of
do
want
shifts.
later shift.
Okay.
Same tap.
Uh, if you're okay, I will do first shift. Or Tarvik
Okay.
will.
I'll take second.
Okay, cool. So Tarvik, Cassandra, Roland, and then Rita. If that's okay.
Roland will be awake
Yeah,
for the
that sounds
rest of
good.
the night after he gets up.
Okay, so Roland and Rita together. Cool.
I will also say I'm going to cast create food and water.
Ooh, great.
Before I rest, make myself a lot of food. Make the group a lot of food.
Excuse me?
Um,
Just you.
yeah, just me. I like to. I usually just consume 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water. Don't you? I
That's
mean,
how you stay so muscular. All those
yes.
gains.
I am Tarvik at heart. All the carbs, all the time.
It's much appreciated.
Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's bland though.
Yes. This is not good food. It is.
Sustenance.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess
should get
it's
some
better than
spices.
my nuts, my rations.
I can actually make it taste better if you would like.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, if,
What would you like it to taste like?
apple pie.
Apple pie? Cast prestidigitation, and I can flavor up 1 cubic foot of non-living material.
Aw, thanks.
Also warm.
Warm is a big thing.
Very nice.
And I'll cast it for everyone, like on their food if they request anything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Alright, just as a side,
So-
isn't it crazy how wizards, basically they can eat whatever they want, and all they have to do is do that spell, and it can taste like anything. Just insane.
Yeah, we don't ever have to put in any weight. We can just eat like protein bars and they won't taste awful.
That's why they're all so weak.
It tastes like donuts. Yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Go ahead, Rita.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to cast sending to Sammy, and I'm gonna say, "Hi, Sammy. Are you safe? Where are you? We're all alive and well. We can come to you if you need help. Okay, bye-bye."
You hear a response in Sammy's voice going, I don't know where I am. It's dark, and I've been here for a while, I think. I don't know where I am. Can you? And it kind of cuts off.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Hey, sir.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, was that a performance or? Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Does Rita share this with the group?
I will as soon as I know what my impression is.
Yes, give me 1 second. Yeah, very truthful.
I'm just gonna look across at Roland and Cassandra, and there's a clear look of sort of shock and surprise on Rita's face, and she says, "Sammy's in trouble. He doesn't know where he is. It sounds like it's somewhere dark. I I didn't even think you would answer. This is not good.
No, it's not. Can you send a message to him again?
Yeah, I can. I don't know what to say though. I
mean-
don't know what I can ask him to tell us that'll help. I mean, I guess I can ask him what's the last thing he remembers before.
If you heard anything, tell
Maybe
him
if it's
we missed
it's-
him, and we'll come find him, and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, tell him to hold on, and it's gonna be okay because we're gonna come. Like maybe he can, if it's wet or if it's cold or anything to describe the surroundings. But yeah, I think what you said before, last thing he remembers, like how he got there.
Okay, give me a second.
Take your time.
I know this 25
Sandra
words
starts
thing.
pacing back and forth. Yeah, you're gonna measure it out.
I would also say that we could probably scry on him to maybe try to find his location.
Yes, tomorrow.
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 Hmm.
Wow. Do we have anything of Sammy's? I mean, he was with us for a while.
Mm. I know that he had. I have that he had a rag in his backpack, but I didn't take the rag. I gave it back to him.
I mean,
I don't think you guys do.
okay. Did we at any point? Because I know when we met him, he didn't have armor. I don't think, and we probably gave him armor. Did at any point we like swap out clothes or anything like that when we? Did we ever give him armor? I'm so unsure.
He picked up some of the bandit armor or something.
I don't think you guys physically gave anything you owned to him.
Yeah. I think I gave him like a dagger, but I let him keep it, you know? Like I didn't.
I'm not sure if it matters for scrying. Anyways, we kind of know him.
Yeah, one of us would have to do it, not Tarvik. It's a good idea though, Tarvik.
Well, you guys should rest for the night, at least for now. Unless you would like to send another message.
Yeah, I think she's going to.
You guys talk amongst yourself. Freak out in character.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I want from you all. I want a bit of all of your hair, so that if I ever have to scry on you in the future, it's like easier to do.
Lynn, why the hair?
Okay, any
I
part
like
of your
my
body
hair.
works. Do you can give me like a nail or something like that?
But it's still very weird that you would request that.
Well, do you want me to not come rescue you? If
Rita,
Like we need to-
Rita very gladly just sort of takes a lock of her hair and like, oh wait, I pulls out a dagger and like cuts it off and gives it to Roland.
I have empty vials at this point, so I'm just gonna put it inside of one of them. Put it with my spell components.
Not out of place. Wizards have a lot of varying degrees of spell components. No one would blink an eye.
A little bit of paper and with it, mark on it, Rita's hair. Maybe I won't write down Rita. I'm gonna like put in code so that I remember whose hair it is. Y'all don't have to do it, but I very strongly encourage y'all to do it so that in case this becomes an issue, you have to complain about it later.
What about you?
I mean, sure. I mean, I can. We can keep these with the scrying mirror. Like, we can put like a little pouch that we keep the scrying mirror. It contains some collections of potential people that we might need to scry on.
That's smart.
I have an extra pouch.
Okay. Can you do it, Roland? Just take a little piece like underneath.
Now, like, I'll pick up her hair, and she now has the tiniest little half-inch undercut back of her neck.
Thank you.
Alright, so Roland now has Rita's hair, Cassandra's hair.
Are you writing this in your inventory?
Yeah. Well, I guess.
We're
Okay,
gonna
I assume this is gonna be kept with the scrying mirror. Do you all want me to hold on to the scrying mirror, or some? Because right now Tarvik has it.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with Tarvik would hand the scrying mirror over to you guys. At least, if nothing else, to use for tomorrow.
Okay. Going to
All right.
write down.
I'm ready to do the second sending.
Okay.
All right, so I go ahead and cast it, and I say, "It's going to be okay. We're coming. What's the last thing you remember? Are there creatures or voices? Tell me what you see, smell, feel."
Mm. You get a response back. I think the last thing I remember was hiding when you guys told me to, and then I think something came from behind and hit me, and you, that's the end of what you hear.
Okay. It sounds like he's somewhere here in the Marion Vale. Something snuck up on him. Like when we got sort of carted back to town. So it might be good to go there and try looking for like footprints or something.
We did
We
search the
tried to
area.
do that, yeah, but we didn't.
You can make a insight check, Rita, again if you want.
Okay.
He sounds really scared.
Can I make
Left.
any kind of like intelligence check to like figure out like, is there like anything that we could do right now to like
Are there like
potentially find him?
slavers in the area? Yeah, that we know of, or
Sorry, there's some overlap. So Cassandra, you said if there are any slavers around, and then Roland, what did you say?
Can I make some kind of intelligence check to see if there's anything we could possibly do to like follow up on Sammy, like what we could possibly try to find him?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me for that. Cassandra, you can go ahead and make a history check to see if you know if
Okay.
there's any slaving history around here. Okay. Roland, for something that you could do, you could go back and perhaps look at tracks, but that's not gonna be a fruitful venture probably, because there's been some time that passed. So any trail from that location has probably been either washed away by any type of weather or other creatures crossing the same area. Your best bet is probably to try and use the scrying mirror to see any clue of where he might be. Though the scrying mirror is very limited because it focuses on the subject, not necessarily the environment, you might be able to gather some clues on that. If you continue talking to him, if he continues to be able to speak to you, he may be able to provide you with some clues. Other than that, it's very hard. This is a very tough situation because it has been some time after he disappeared. As with typical real-world missing persons cases, the trail runs cold very quickly. I mean, all this is running through your mind. Cassandra, for you, knowing of any history of slaving, there is all across Farron. There are very much a troop, if you will, if we're using the same terminology. There are troops in the world who do this, though you're not necessarily familiar of any specifically in the Merriam Vale. But I will say, with your time in Waterdeep, yeah, it wasn't uncommon for there to be kidnappings or people just being picked up. And I don't know if you're very familiar with Duras, so I won't comment on that.
yeah,
that's
I
what
don't
you
think
know.
I am.
Yeah. Do you relay that to the group?
Yeah, tell the group,
Yeah,
I
both of
remember
you.
in Waterdeep there were some orphans that were snatched up. It was like a slave trade, and this could be a similar situation.
And I guess Roland relays the same thing, that information.
Oh, we'll find him.
Tarvik,
This way.
as you hear this information that Cassandra mentions to you, it brings back memories, recent discussions actually, that you've heard closer to this area of people being kidnapped, in addition to Waterdeep. Children gone missing, actually. Your own child. It reminds you of that as well. You're not quite sure what the connection is, but you know that there's been an uptick as you've heard more and more people talk about this, as you yourself have been trying to track down your missing daughter.
I don't think I'll relay that right now.
Yeah, this
but
is your prerogative.
it's just
letting
like,
you know.
yeah. Yep. Appreciate that.
Well, I don't think anyone in town knew anything about Sammy or about flavors. But we should check in every town that we go to, I guess, and try the scrying.
Yeah. Do I know if there are any towns between here and Duras?
You're vaguely familiar, yes, but non-specific. Your research tended to go towards magic, not necessarily geography. Though I'd say...
Well, I mean, like, I traveled here from Duras. Did I go through any towns? I came to Alaria?
No. If you went, you would probably go a direct path. So you did not, no.
You can look at some maps maybe in Duras of the area, but, yeah. Paris is kind of on the edge of the world, and Parabor a little beyond it, it seems.
I'm gonna go to
I want to
sleep.
go to bed.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and start meditating on my bedroll.
Yeah, I'll lay out my bedroll and go to bed.
Alright.
I will keep watch.
Alright, so first watch, Tarvik. Go ahead and roll a perception check, and let me know if you'd like to do anything else on your watch.
Alright. I don't think
So the
Travis
rest
gonna be
of
doing
you
anything else. Yep. 22.
Alright, so nothing else, Tarvik, you're keeping an eye out. It is still kind of windy, though less windy in comparison to the peak. You see some shadows moving about here and there. You see some creatures, though they don't seem that threatening. The time seems to pass pretty quickly for you as your shift comes to a close.
Who do we say? Who is taking up second watch?
Next
Is it
was
Cassandra?
Yes.
Yep. I would. So I'll wake up Cassandra and I will go into my tent on my bedroll and go to sleep.
Okay. Alright, and then I'll keep watch.
Yes. And let me know if you'd like to do anything else other than keep watch.
Yeah, I'll say a prayer to the Raven Queen. I swear I'm doing everything I can to find this eye. If you can just keep Sammy safe. It's not his time to cross over yet. And, yeah, I'll keep watch.
Alright. Make a perception. Perfect. As Tarvik's watch was, yours is quiet as well. Nothing too much. You see some creatures, their shadows moving around, but nothing threatening to you guys. As your watch comes to a close.
Alright, I poke Roland right in the neck. Like right in his
I'm
Adam's
not-
apple.
I'm not asleep. Like, I'm actually awake while
You're
I meditate.
trancing, right? So aren't your eyes closed when you trance? Or do you just stay open? That'd be creepy.
That would be really
I
creepy.
typically close them. I typically close them, but I can still hear you approach.
Okay, then I'll speak.
Imagine I'm saying this after she pokes him.
Okay. Alright, I'll remember to sneak next time then.
He'll-
Alright. So Roland, you
so
are now on
do I have a
watch.
long rest?
You do,
I'm on
yes.
watch.
You can mark your trances.
And
And then go ahead and roll perception. Let me know if you'd like to do anything during your watch.
much just yeah, I don't necessarily want to do anything. I'm just keeping watch,
Okay.
thinking about the voice, but not really do anything.
All right. During your watch, Roland, you see exactly what Cassandra and Tarvik saw. Creatures, little sounds here and there, but nothing coming towards you, nothing threatening you. And your watch is uneventful. As you feel about time that, it's probably next up. And of course you're going to stay up, but it might be time to wake up later.
I'll go budge Rita and ask her if she wants to wake up for a while or if she wants to keep sleeping.
Yeah, I'll get up. Rita just sort of gets up and stretches a bit, from sleeping on the hard ground, cracking every muscle in her body.
Mm-hmm. All right. Go ahead and roll for me and let me know if you'd like to do something. And you're with Roland. Roland is awake. I'll say you get advantage because you guys are watching together. Why not?
One of us gets advantage, or we both do?
Well, you get advantage.
Are we
'cause
both
you are-
rolling?
You roll.
Okay.
Just you roll. With
I'll roll,
advantage.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I didn't
that's
even
good.
need it. Nice.
Mhm.
You guys doing anything?
I'm gonna pull out the book Human, and I think I'm pretty close to the end, so I'm gonna read it.
Nice. So, as you take your watch, it's very uneventful. However, your book is eventful. As you've been reading through, you notice the shift from a very down on his luck, I believe it was an ogre, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just look back at my
Yes.
notes. Yes, an ogre. Transition.
I have very good notes on Human.
He transitioned. So he started out incompetent, convinced, just that he was just a really crappy ogre. No one liked him, and then he started convincing slowly everyone that he was just a very tall human. He became king of all these people. Now, relative, small group of people. However, he convinced everyone, and he became king, and he reigned. It talks about all the good that he did for the people, of some of the connections that he decided, they needed to be mended. And so some of the frowned upon creatures and the humans that he reigned, they started to develop more or less amicable relationships. And then you get to the part of the story where it starts getting a little bit mysterious. There's secrecy where he thinks he's being followed. He's starting to develop some paranoia. He thinks maybe he might become discovered. He's not really sure. There are some people who are acting a little bit strange, who are involving him in some things, and he doesn't want to call attention to it. So he's growing very, very concerned right now. And that's kind of where you get in the story.
Okay.
You're like one more reading session away from the end, FYI.
Okay.
All right, so it is still very early in the morning. The sun rays have not even touched the sky yet. It is still very, very early in the morning. However, you all are rested. So you can all mark that you got a long rest. Recover, everything. You can choose to sleep on, wake up, get about your day. Let me know.
Sandra wakes up and immediately goes to Roland. Let's scry.
Scry. Okay. I will kind of hunker down between Rita and Cassandra and pull out the scry mirror and go ahead and post this. So I'm trying to scry on Sammy, and I'm obviously familiar with him, but firsthand, I've met him. Otherwise, I don't have anything else. So.
Yes.
I think it's a DC 16, but then modified by that.
Right. So knowledge firsthand, you know. Yeah, you don't have anything else. Okay. It is wisdom. Okay. Wisdom. All right. Roland, your eyes get sucked into this swirling vortex almost that is just pulling you through almost like space and time. And the rest of you don't notice any other change in the mirror, but Roland, you start to see some images across your mind, colors, shapes, almost like trees and a road, and what looks to be a figure walking towards it. As you get closer and closer, you just are jettisoned towards this figure. It's a familiar figure, actually. He has red hair, and he's very chiseled, very strong looking. Roughly 5, 10, 11 or so. Blue eyes, a beard. And I'm going to show it to you guys. This is the image that you kind of see walking alongside the road. And he is continuing to walk. You see the ground kind of moving beyond him. He's just walking. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Just continuing to walk. And walk.
Is this... Okay. Is the scry like clearly focused on him as a human being?
It is.
Do I know how the magic works and that like it could have potentially transferred to someone else, or is this the person that I know?
This is the person you know.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to describe this.
So, to clarify, this is like you know Sammy, and you are targeting him, and you are seeing this person.
Oh, my heart.
Maybe he's in like a pocket dimension. Maybe there's like spells that can like put you in crystals and shit. I don't know. Maybe he's like on this person somehow that way. I don't know.
They carrying anything?
Yeah.
Carrying anything?
Backpacks?
He seems to be carrying a pack, but not much else. Just a pack.
Okay. Maybe? Okay. The simple solution, I'm saying this out loud, I've described this to everyone. The simple solution is that Sammy can shapeshift into this dude, and this dude was pretending to be Sammy, right? That would be the simple solution.
I mean, that goes along with the footprints that we saw.
Okay.
Sandra storms off.
No, so, kind of quick. Can you cast sending to Red and just like confront him and be like, hey, are you Sammy?
I mean, I can, but that's going to we might need that spell today. I don't know.
Okay. Well, maybe at the end of the day we could do this. I don't know. Maybe he's a doppelganger. Maybe he's like a shapeshifter dude. I don't know. I'm so excited. I don't know.
Sandra gets really pouty and just like curls up into like a little ball and just like stares off in the distance.
I mean, if I do send to him, then that might tell him that we're scrying on him, we're spying on him. I had thought about sending to Red just to ask him, who the hell he is and why he showed up. So I mean, I could still do that.
Okay.
Like, does he just go around punching orcs? Like,
This lasts for 10 minutes. If you talk to Sammy and his mouth moves, I would see it. 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Um, okay, I'll send to him. I think I had a couple other questions last night that Sammy didn't answer, so I'll just say hi to him. I'll let him know. Tell him good morning, and I will ask him, if he has seen creatures or heard voices, or if there's anything else he can tell us about his environment. Um, okay, okay.
By the way, you guys are all
Yep.
freaking out, and Tarvik has no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
He was like, what
Tar-
redhead? What are you guys talking about?
Tarvik very much is just like packing up camp, just being like, I've known these people for like a little less than 48 hours now. They freak out about everything.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cast sending.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, "Good morning, Sammy. Hope you're feeling better. Have you seen any creatures or heard voices? Can you tell me? Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no!
Those don't count. Out of game freakouts don't count.
They should though. Can you
Anything.
tell me what you see and hear?
You get
And
in.
that's it.
All right, you get in response. I haven't really heard much. Maybe some weird groaning or growling. I'm not sure. Smell. It smells wet and dark. Maybe. They blindfolded me, so and that's all you hear. And Roland, make a perception check for me.
I use DM inspiration.
Okay.
Oh. 13.
Roland, as you were taking a look, you see Red, as you've affectionately nicknamed him, stop on the road, and you see him moving his mouth. And he seems to be kind of not speaking out loud to anyone, but just kind of muttering. And then you see him start walking again.
Does the scry sensor have any mass to it? I want to try to ram it into his head, and cut the spell.
It does not. No.
Okay. I'll just keep watching him then until the spell fades.
Okay. You continue watching. He just seems to be walking on a road. It seems like he's walking at a fast pace, I guess. But he just seems to be walking. And then the spell fades.
I mean, I convey that to the group. Like, yeah, Red is pretending to be Sammy. Red is definitely Sammy's pretending to be Sammy.
Were you? I think at this point, Tarvik will speak up and say, "How were you not aware that a grown adult man was not a child?"
He looked like a child, Tarvik. Like he had all. I mean, I touched his shoulder so many times to cast mage armor. He had the proportions of a child. Like, it wasn't a disguise or anything. He was staying with us, looking like a child, acting like a child. Very good liar. We were suspicious of him for so long. We cast so many insight checks.
Cassandra is still pouting.
He is worried too.
I really
I don't know
wish
what-
Cromwell was here. I've had.
Yeah, he was
He
on that.
would.
was
I
so-
knew it.
He would flip his shit because Oh, it's so funny. Okay, maybe I can tell you this story. You know what? Actually, no, I won't. I'll tell you later, maybe.
Oh no, you started
Oh.
it.
Sorry. Just that I wish he was here.
Okay. So I know Red technically came to our aid that one time, but I think now we all have reason to legitimately hate him, right? At very least, he's a liar.
Yeah, Tim.
I don't hate him. Just disappointed.
I mean, we don't really know who he is or what his motives are. He
Wanna ask
never.
him?
I mean, no. Like he never made a move for the tiles. He may have been there the night that we opened it, but he never went down. Like we don't know anything about him. Yeah.
Emmy was so sweet, and he was such a nice boy. And then this red guy, he saved us from the orcs. So I guess he's a good person, but he's a downright liar. Just like Harry.
Oh.
Harry also red.
No, it's just a guy that I grew up with that abandoned me.
Oh.
Promise we won't abandon you. Okay, I don't know how to think. I am very conflicted right now. Probably need some time with this.
I guess we don't have to worry about slavers.
That's true. Don't have to worry so much anymore.
Alright, well, I still need to find this eye. Well, let's go.
Alright, so we continue south.
Yeah, I've never been to Duras, so you lead the way.
Okay. Actually, did I go to Duras? Did I pass through on my way up here?
I thought you said you did.
Yes, you would have. Though,
Okay.
you probably would have kept to yourself and probably try to pass as quickly as possible, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
I'm definitely not looking to stay in town and probably not looking to talk to a lot of people. So, like, I'm not familiar with the town itself, but I might be able to, like, get there, is my point.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, and, yeah, remind me that you've been through when, if we get there, when and if we get there, just so that, I can keep that in mind, because I know, Roland will know a few things, and I'll try to keep in mind that you may know a couple things as well. But okay, you guys are traveling out of the Mariam Vale, correct?
Yep.
All right. How about we do a quick 5-minute break here? Well, let's make it a 6. Make it even, so we get back at the 05 mark. But we can pick up in 5. Let's jump back into the session here. So you guys have started traveling. We're gonna do a few things here because travel is going to take a little while. So we can do some role play, and I'm also gonna ask you guys to do some rolls as we traverse this area. So first, I would like a marching order, please.
Middle.
Middle.
Sorry. I was trying to be
is it like
funny.
this?
I was trying to...
Yeah.
All right. You
Yep.
can also go 2 by 2 if you guys want.
They do 2 by 2, but it's a diamond. They're both the middle, and then
All
me and
right.
Cassandra just walk by ourselves.
All right, got it. You guys are here in the front.
Yeah.
Middle. All right.
I'm
So
squishy.
you are squishy. It makes sense for you to be in the middle. All right, so you guys are going on a long journey, walking down. There is a semblance of a path that you all have, in some way, shape, or form, either with Ilaria or on your own, have gone up here. You know there is kind of a haphazard trail. At some points, you kind of lose it, but it picks up again. Sometimes it's a little thorny and brushy, and sometimes it's very clear. And you guys make your way. I would like Tarvik, since you were leading, go ahead and just make a straight survival roll, please.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're very easily following the path that you took up here. Very recently, actually. And you continue onward. I would like one of the other three who are behind Tarvik. In what way are you kind of adding to this travel? It could be anything as, like, playing a little ditty to lift everyone's spirits.
Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me.
Exactly.
Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me.
That's awesome.
Or it could be
Cassandra will watch our
perception or
back.
investigation or anything.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Rita just sang. So, Rita, do you want to roll a performance for me?
Sure, yeah.
As your kind of little token into this? Alright. So you guys, you have your spirits lifted with Rita's performance. You know she's performed better, but it's not bad. It's, especially on this long road, you guys are just walking. You know, this is a nice reprieve for you guys. You guys continue making your way. And I'll say, I would like one of you to roll a D100, please.
Someone else will do it.
I don't care.
You need to do it.
Okay.
That's good. All
right. So, you guys are making your way and continuing onward. And, Tarvik, out of the corner of your eye, as Rita's playing her song, you see a flurry of feathers all of a sudden. And you notice here, you've kind of come across a path. You're not really quite sure what you saw, but you saw it kind of over here in this direction. Oh, I don't have your tokens on here. Do you guys mind throwing your tokens down at the bottom?
Yo.
Thanks.
You said right in there.
It's kind of where you saw in the corner of your eye. Just some rustling. Oh, it looks like feathers, perhaps. You're not quite sure.
Just in case, I will grab my great axe and then gesture for Rita to stop her singing for the time being, and try to like make my way over this way to make sure there's nothing in the bush.
As soon as you make your way over there, you see this creature who is staring right at you with its feathers very rustled. You can see it's like kind of poking out almost, and is looking at you with intense eyes. I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
I love owlbears.
Owlbears are so fun.
We all rolled kind of crap.
Yeah.
It's okay. So
Rolling's not bad, but
It would be really nice if the owlbear went first.
seems so. Likely.
It's gonna be represented here. Alright, so it is rolling. You kind of see Tarvik
Is
up ahead.
rolling.
You can probably see it. It's a little hidden, but you see a mass of feathers.
Yo, I really want to cast Fireball. I haven't gotten to yet, so we're breaking that out.
Oh no. We're in a grassy field with trees.
We're outside
Never stopped wizards
in
before.
an open space.
That is a
Yeah,
success
so
with
I'm
a
gonna-
16. So what happens? Half?
So I am gonna. Wait, sorry. Here, let me put the text in. So, failed save hasn't much damage. Yeah, half.
8 to 6.
I am gonna target it a little bit behind the owlbear just to make
Uh-huh.
sure he's encompassed, but not but hopefully kind of away from the trees. If it doesn't get close to Tarvik, though, I can make him succeed. So I should roll damage, right?
Yes.
Wait, no, it did roll damage. It auto rolled.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. Why? I'm on GM. Okay. Cool. And that ends your turn? Movement? Words?
And then I'm going to just move up here a little bit.
Alright. And
That's fine.
let's see. How about this one is now going to move up. And
This one?
Oh, actually, let's get some music up in here. Here. There we go. And Tarvik, into you, they're going to try and attack. So they're going in with a beak first. Kind of just juts towards you. 17 hit?
17 misses.
Oh, alright. So it kind of juts towards you. You kind of move to the side, and then it goes in with its claw. 19?
19 will hit.
Okay, you take 13 slashing damage as the claw just rakes the front of your armor and blood starts to drip a little bit from where its claws dug in.
Okay. Can it make a dexterity saving throw for me?
It can.
As I use my reaction. 13, so that took me... Okay.
14.
What was it?
14.
14? It meets it beats, so it's going to take half of this. So it'll take just 7 lightning damage.
Alright. As the lightning strikes out, you can kind of taste like the burnt feather off of it. And that's gonna be the end of its turn. It just kind of screeches in your face. Alright, Cassandra.
Alrighty. Alright, so I'm gonna have to dash, bonus action dash, and I will get to. I'm trying to see if I can get. I can't get full flanking, yeah, but I'll get to like there. Sorry, my dog's freaking out. Alright. And I only have one action left, so I'm just gonna try a stab. 23?
Yeah.
Alright. 16.
Alright. Well, yes.
Is Tarvik's there? Right?
Yes, correct, yeah.
Okay.
I just figured there's like 2 conditions that can be met. My bad. Alright. And anything else for your turn? Anything else for your turn? Sorry, I can't hear you if you're speaking.
can't hear you either, Ash.
Can you
Yeah.
hear me now?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. That's it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right, then we go to Rita. Rita.
All right. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery, and I'm gonna say to this owl bear, I hope you're not trying to be intimidating because really you're just a hoot.
Ow.
And... 16. DC 15. Okay, that saves. So is that half?
This saves. Nope, no damage.
Okay, alright. Anything else for your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay, it just kind of looks at you and just kind of screeches back towards all of you guys. Tarvik, it is your turn again.
Okay. I really don't want to bust out big spells on this thing. I'm just gonna cast. Let's see. Try to position myself in such a way. How big is this? Yeah. It's 15-foot cube. So I'm gonna take 2 steps over to here, and then I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Okay.
On it. So I'll do that at just level 1.
Oh man, all these save things, guys. Ooh, nat 20.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get
So
pushed
it's just
away.
don't get pushed away, and 3 thunder damage.
Nice.
And then bonus action. No, that's all I can do.
Okay. And then we go to Roland. Top of the round.
Magic missile at 2nd level.
Hoo-hoo. Alright, so that's 4, 5,
2nd level would be 4.
4. Okay, great. 12. Whew, you see, as each of these thuds impacts, each of the missiles impact, you see it is taking the impact and it's kind of curling over and it's just screeching and it's looking back to where it was and you can see it's like toppled over to the ground, just screeching at you guys as it lifts its face up. And it goes again for Tarvik, and it's gonna try and swing towards Cassandra as well. So going for a claw attack at Tarvik with a 17. Does that hit?
Nope.
Okay, so it claws at you and misses and turns around to you, Cassandra, and tries to attack you with its beak. 19, I think that hits, for a 15 piercing. As it kind of just juts you right in front of the chest, and you kind of like thud back a little bit, but still keeping your stance ready as you fight it. And it's just screeching very loudly towards both of you, as it's just whipping its head around, looking at all of you, looking towards you, Roland, looking towards you, Cassandra, Tarvik, in a desperate frenzy. Cassandra.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and hit it back. If I move here, is that flanking?
It is, yes. And as you move there, out of the corner of your eye, you see these guys
on
the ground.
I'll say out loud, she's protecting her cubs. And I will bonus action disengage and take a step back this way.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'll hold my action if something comes in melee.
Okay. Keep that in mind. Rita.
Okay, well, seeing Cassandra back off, I am going to go ahead and use
And you heard her
expend a
shout
use of
that.
bardic inspiration. Sorry.
You heard her shout that too.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and expend a use of bardic inspiration and use my mantle of inspiration to give everyone the opportunity to use that reaction to move without provoking opportunity attacks.
How far? Their regular movement.
And 6. Yep.
And then so I'll take that movement and then I will move. And then I guess I'll dash because I don't really want to deal with those guys.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Tarvik.
Yeah, I don't want to leave Roland by himself. So I'm gonna take a step back to here.
Mm-hmm.
And just hold my action in case it starts chasing us, but otherwise I will just leave it be.
Okay, Roland, what about you?
Actually, no, I'm gonna do something even better. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on it.
Oh, all right.
On the owl bird. Owl bear.
Okay.
Try to get across like we're not doing this anymore. Sorry for hitting you. So it will heal for 5 points of damage.
All right. Roland, you're next.
I am going to cast Flaming Sphere. I'm not actually going to hurl it at it. I'm just going to try to position it between it and us so that it can't, charge us without going through a 5-foot diameter of sphere of fire.
So, right there?
Keep it, here.
Okay.
Keep it there. And as Tarvik and I move back, I'll move it with us. But for now, I'm just moving myself back. My movement.
Okay. You see the creature, the owlbear, screech towards you guys, but doesn't seem to be pursuing. Kind of moves this way a little bit and continues screeching, kind of putting their body in front of their children. You can see the little owlbears are burned and just kind of on the ground. They're not really moving.
Oh no!
Cassandra.
Jeez.
Cast fireball and get burned.
Yeah. I'm a bad person.
Yeah, we'll just I'll just run.
Okay.
I'll just use my
Rita,
movement
you're running.
and my
Roland, you're running. Tarvik, you're running. I'll say,
Yeah.
Tarvik out of...
I will. Yeah, I was going to say if I can, keeping that in the way, I might keep shifting backwards, but see if I can cast Healing Word on the baby owlbears to at least get them awake. As I'm running back.
Mm-hmm. With your proximity and your passive perception, you notice that they're on the ground and they're twitching. It looks like they're badly hurt and they could have been dead had there been more damage to that. But they seem to be alive, just extremely hurt.
Okay, I will at least get them awake and partially healed, if that makes sense. So I'm assuming at this point we're kind of ending combat, so
Mm-hmm.
I got 60 feet on this, so I'll cast one before I leave, and then get back to here-ish, and then next turn cast on the other one, and then leave.
Okay. Yeah, roll the points for me.
Yep. It's number 1, and there is number 2.
In the distant, you hear the large screeching from this creature here as it continues eyeing you and just kind of screeching at your direction, and then you hear little screeches from the back from these two, just kind of pleas for help almost, as they're awake now and doing a little bit better than where they were. And that as you guys continue to run and put distance, the shrieks die in the distance, and you are out of combat.
Is that the right call? Should we have protected the other travelers? I don't know.
The other travelers will likely not make those kinds of actions. They will hopefully just pass through, not even noticing
And there's a good
the
chance
bird.
that these owl bears won't still be here the next time someone comes by.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe
not
they'll
I'm
look
not
like
sure about.
Arrow.
Do they nest owl bears? Is that the or do they cave
I
dwelling?
mean, you came through this way, right? I mean, were they here when you came through?
I didn't notice them, at least.
You
Can
didn't
I
come
make
across them.
a nature check
Yeah,
to see if, like, I think they might be, for some reason, stay on the trail
Yeah.
and hurt people that come by later?
Nice. Yeah, I mean, owlbears do roam, so they may stay at one point if they feel safe or they have good resources in the area. But as with many living creatures here, movement is life. And so, keeping away from potential other predators, they do tend to roam around. So there's a potential they could come back. But knowing that it is a mother owlbear, it is either going to be looking for resources for its cubs and trying to protect. So why it wandered out here, you're probably thinking it was looking for some type of food is the only reason why it would take its cub with it, to try and get something without leaving them in danger of being caught by some other means. So it could come back, it could not. Maybe you guys scared them away thinking it was too dangerous. It's up to fate. There's a potential they could come back.
I think it was the right call.
I feel bad about killing the wild animal that was clearly just protecting its young.
Yeah.
I did a little bit of healing on both it and the children, so hopefully they will get a chance to fully recover.
Do you
Okay.
need some healing? You look a little...
Yeah, I would appreciate at least a short rest, but I should be fine overall.
Yeah. Everyone did get
Uh,
5-10 hit points as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
Yeah, let's find a safe place.
All right. I'll say before we do a short rest, let's end this for tonight, and we can pick it up next week. And we'll start off with you guys, finding a place for your short rest and whatnot. But I think that would be the end for tonight's session.